What's good, YouTube? This your boy Zell back with another video. And this video going to be about sickle cell anemia and the effects that it has on your body. I'll be going through the procedures, the tests that they run, also, and I might get into the medicine, but that may be in another video or so. I might name about 1 or 2 medicines. But starting this video off, the first thing that sickle cell can affect is your brain activity. So because I've explained this many times, the blood, you can watch my other videos for that. You can have like crisis in your brain, right? Or you're not getting as much oxygen as a normal person would. You're not getting the regular oxygen or blood flow for that matter. You start having crisis there. You might have crisis there and it'll build up. Some people have aneurysms. Like people have died from this aneurysms. Silent strokes can also happen, and a silent stroke is basically, it's not a full on one, it's a small one. Like it don't have the same effects, but enough of them build up and it could severely be a problem. It could cause a severe problem for you. So the way that they check for these things and make sure nothing is happening, you get MRIs and you get brain scans. You get like an MRI probably once or twice a year, and you also get the brain scan once or twice a year to make sure that your brain is functioning the way it should be. And if it's not, if they catch it early enough, they'll start doing procedures to help counteract that. I haven't had that problem, thankfully, so I'm very thankful for that. The second thing that can happen is your liver. Like your liver, it can mess up the functions in your liver. Because when you have sickle cell anemia, you already not getting the oxygen, as I said before. You're not getting the oxygen you need as much. And also the blood flow thing, which also could cause jaundice. Like as y'all can see, I have a little bit of a yellow tint. Mine is not as yellow as other people's are, because some people are just, it affect other people way worse. It's sort of like cancer. Other people, you see how cancer just completely destroys some people, but then other people, they strong enough, they fight through it, they okay, they don't deal with it. It don't affect them the same way as it do everyone else. So mine, it didn't affect me the same way, but your liver, it can mess that up real bad. Then besides getting the crisis, you're not getting the oxygen you need. Also the toxic, the toxins, it could be real toxic to your liver because you're taking constant medicine. Like I know certain people like who take pain meds around the clock because of their sickle cell. Now I'm not like that. I don't take pain medicine around the clock, but they are constantly on it. Like they just on it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are on that. They take their medicine every 4 hours, every 6 hours by mouth, and they just take it all day. I'm not like that. Thankfully, I don't need to have that. I'm not going through that kind of pain to the point where I need to take it like that every single day. But when you're doing that, and also on top of that, the other medicines that you're prescribed, some people may take herbal medicine too on top of that, and your liver is what's filtering all of that. It's dealing with all of that, so it can just destroy your liver. The fourth thing, this is the third, is cardiovascular. So like your heart. Oh, hold on. Before I get to that, the way they check that, the liver problem thing, the way they check that is you get your blood drawn and they take it to toxicology. And if your levels, it'll show up. If your levels are getting too high, it'll show up and it'll let them know what's going on, and they'll tell you what they're going to do to help you. They'll tell you what they're going to do to help you. The fourth thing is, it's the third. It's the cardiovascular, your heart, right? So it's pretty much the same things. Like people, like those blood cells could get caught and like your certain places in your heart, and it can mess with your heartbeat. Certain people have had heart attacks from their sickle cell and things like that, and it took them out. or it has made their heart work too hard to get the the blood through the rest of your body because you're not getting the oxygen the way you should, and it just gives out. It gives out sometimes. So what they do is it's the same thing. I can't remember the name of the machine for the love of me. I can't remember the name of the machine, but they put the little gel on it. It's the same thing they put on a woman's stomach, the pregnant woman. It's the same thing they put on their stomach. They put it on your heart and they take pictures of your heart, and they also look at how it's beat and make sure everything is working fine in the way that it's supposed to be working. The the fourth, this is the fourth thing, is your spleen. A lot of people when they are born with sickle cell, their spleen it give out on them right away. You get these things called splenic crisis when your spleen it swells up, right? It swells up real bad because you're having a crisis in it, and if it's not dealt with the right way, you can die from it because like if it's still in there and it's bad like that, you could die from it. It could cause very bad things to happen within your body and people die from it. But if that don't happen, you be alright, but they still have to check on that. They basically fill on that and make sure that you're not having any crisis. It ain't no swelling and things like that on it. They also check it with the machine. As far as that go, I don't know about any medicines or procedures they do to make sure, like things they do to treat you for that, because it didn't happen to me. That didn't happen to me. Your kidneys, that's the fifth one right there, is your kidneys. Your kidneys, it can have a huge effect on your kidneys because, as I said, you're on constant medicine and all that, and the hydration part. If you're not hydrated, so all of that and the hydration and on top of that, you're not getting the oxygen, and the sickle cells are going through your blood, are going through there. You're not getting, it could get caught up in there, and then some people, like when they hit about the age of 48 to 50, when they have sickle cell, they start having kidney problems. Some people be having it as early as like 38 or 40. They start having kidney problems and stuff. And the way you get that checked on is, we know, like I'm sure y'all been to a physical, they tell you to pee in the cup, you pee in the cup. And if blood is starting to show up in there, that's when they'll let you know. Now, they don't know yet if it's from dehydration or if your kidneys are just bad, but they'll do further tests. And you also got to do like if your kidneys just going bad, then you got to do dialysis and all that. Like, thankfully, none of this stuff I'm talking about yet, it hasn't happened to me. I'm going thankful for that. Like, I have been sick a lot through my childhood. It has messed with me a lot through my childhood. And even my younger, like when I first hit like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, when I was hitting that age, it was still messing with me some. But nothing really super serious like that to the point where my organs was messed up. I did have a pain crisis of the liver once though, but everything went back to normal after. My levels stabilized out. Your eyes, that is the sixth thing. Hold on. I said brain. I said heart. I said liver, spleen, and kidneys. Yeah, the fifth is your eyes. So you have to go to an eye doctor. I would say about 3 times a year you have to go to an eye doctor and let them check on your eyes, because you can start it can start to affect your eyes. The blood cells can start going through your eyes, and getting stuck and bursting the vessels. It could cause like detached retinas and stuff like that, and it could really mess up the vision of the eyes of the sickle cell patient. So you have to make sure you're frequently going to an eye doctor to get that checked, looked at the vessels and all that of your eyes. I did that just recently, so mine's is all well. It ain't affecting me that bad, but man, I seen some people with like they're damn near blind because it's messed with them that bad. It's gotten that bad in them, and I don't. I'll probably list some other things. I'll probably do a part 2 to this video, but for now that's all. If y'all like the video, like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, and I'll get back with y'all with more. Comment down below if y'all want a part 2. I'll probably do a part 2. Any other than that, peace.